All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. What we have for you today is a 2014 GT500 Super Snake. We've had a couple now on the channel the last couple of weeks with the two matching CSM numbered cars, 2013, 2014. They never made it to listing. They went to a private collection and we picked this one up. This is a sterling gray GT500, very well equipped before it got sent back to Shelby Vegas for all the modifications. It has the track package, it has the electronics package, has the Recaro seats. So this car, as a standard GT500, MSRP was a little over $66,000. Really nice, 662 horsepower with the 5.8 liter supercharger. Then it gets sent back to Shelby Vegas. And we kind of did a comparison video, if you go back on the channel, of what exactly gets done. And you can see a GT500 compared to the Super Snake in the exact same car, which was the Grabber Blue. But we're gonna walk you guys around a little bit here of everything that's been done to this particular car. And there are some differences from this Super Snake from the last sterling gray Super Snake that we had. So this car was completed in 2015 and had about $72,000 in upgrades at that time. It would run you a lot more to get the Super Snake package and wide body package done that this car has. Just right off the bat, the wide body was about $18,000 in 2015. Right now, that's gonna cost you $30,000, maybe a little bit more. So you're almost looking at double the price in 6 to 7 years just for the wide body package. Very difficult to find a car for MSRP in a GT500. So to replicate this car right now would probably cost you around 160 grand or better. And that's kind of what we even touched on in our last videos on these Super Snakes. So we're gonna walk you guys through all the modifications. We'll start under the hood. So under the hood, we have the Kenny Bell supercharged liquid cool, producing over 850 horsepower. So you can either get the Kenny Bell supercharger or the Whipple. This one is equipped with the Kenny Bell supercharger. All polished. You have the Super Snake hood, the Shelby high performance cooling system, front and rear brake duct system, you have the Shelby Willwood 6-piston caliper front brake system, and the Willwood 4-piston caliper rear brake system. The sounds of the Super Snake, very, very profound. You have the Borla catback exhaust, and when you fire these up from a cold start, they absolutely scream. They never get old. We've had probably close to 30 Super Snakes throughout the years. Every one sounds fantastic. Even, you know, the 07s to 14s are usually the models that we stick to, being that they were GT500s to start. So after 14, what they did was a GT Premium was your base car to send back to wherever they were getting done. This one was Shelby Vegas, but there are other locations throughout the country where you can go to get your Super Snake package done. A lot of people, including myself, really like it when they are done at Shelby in Vegas. Just, you know, the Vegas location is kind of synonymous with Carroll Shelby. Not to say that the other locations aren't good, because they are, but the cars that are typically done at Vegas do a little bit more and hold their value. You have the Shelby Ford racing suspension, the white ball billet short throw shifter, which this one is a little bit different than the ones we've had in the past. Has a nice little pattern on it with some stripes, really good look to it, nice short throws. We drove it home, and the car is, as you would expect, extremely responsive with 850 horsepower in it. You have the cold air intake system, along with the custom drive shaft. The Shelby Super Snake wheels, forged aluminum on all 4 sides. And the instrument gauge cluster. That's gonna show you your boost, your fuel pump and oil temperature as well. This car, I just kind of went through all the documentation, which it is filled with, and we'll show you guys that a little bit later here. Has every option that you can possibly get at the time on a Super Snake. And we'll show you that specific paper, and it shows you a check mark next to every option that it has. And this car is fully loaded in terms of a Super Snake. You have the carbon fiber front splitter. In the back, there is a Shelby deck lid letter kit. You'll have the Shelby Super Snake badging on the grille and front fenders. Shelby Super Snake striping, which is black on this car. You can get them in a couple different colors as well, but you have that big single stripe going down the middle with the 2 smaller stripes on the side, different than the dual stripes that are on a GT500. The serial number is going to be a Shelby serial number, which is on the dash plaque and also on the engine plate. So to verify that these cars are indeed a Shelby Super Snake and not something that was just kind of made up somewhere, those cars that are true Super Snakes will have a CSM number, which is on the dash plate, and we'll show you guys that here on the interior, and then also on the engine plate. You have the Shelby Super Snake door sill plates, the Shelby 3-piece floor mat set, billet fluid caps and dipstick handle. Really adds a nice touch under the hood, especially when you have the polished Kenny Bell supercharger. Really looks clean under the hood. And you know, the billet we've had on some of the other cars, other ones we didn't. I would say definitely looks better when it has that. You have the Shelby embroidered headrest, the center console with the Shelby logo. This is one of the few cars that I've had in terms of the Super Snake that has the rear carbon fiber diffuser in the back. And it really is a nice touch. You know, you see so many cars nowadays that are filled with carbon fiber. At the time, these had a good amount, but not as much as we're used to seeing today. So when you see that carbon fiber diffuser in the back, it really is a nice added touch. This car, one of the few as well that is equipped with a roll cage with the cross brace. So that roll cage is a $4,500 option. The owner of this car actually had the roll cage painted sterling gray to match the car. So it's a painted match for your roll bar, and that was another $2,500 just to get that roll bar painted. So the roll bar in there that you see now is an option straight from Shelby Vegas, and the whole total cost of that roll bar is $7,000. 373 gear upgrade, and this has the billet Watts Link suspension. Shelby interior package. So you have the Recaro seats. In the last two we had, those were the factory Recaro seats. Here you have the Recaro seats from Shelby, but also embroidered with the Shelby Super Snake, where our last two did not have that. I think these ones fit a little bit tighter. They contour a little bit more to your body than the standard Recaro seats that were in the GT500. That was something that I noticed on our ride home. This car was also a museum delivery car, which was another $500 option or $750 option, it said on the options list. And as I mentioned, the most noticeable option on this car is the wide body. All the wide body cars are the most desirable. Collectors are looking for them, enthusiasts are looking for them, because they know to get that done now is gonna cost $30,000 at minimum. There's a wait to get on the list to get all your upgrades done at Shelby. So if you can find somebody who had a wide body done, the better off you are. You don't have the wait and you're not paying such a premium on that price now for that package. And this one has it. Full wide body package, $18,000 at the time. You're looking at almost double of that cost today, plus your weight. So this car back in 2015 had over $72,000 worth of upgrades at Shelby Vegas. We have all the invoices, all the receipts from there to show you. As I mentioned, we've had close to 30 Super Snakes, a lot of very, very nice Super Snakes, ones that were one of one, one of three, one of five, documented. This car has as much paperwork and documentation as any that we've had. We have a whole folder filled, and we'll show you guys of the invoices. We have the Shelby certificate, owner history of the car, and it gives you a nice breakdown of exactly piece by piece what was done to this car, and also what each one of those components would cost at the time that this was done for your Super Snake package. So that's a wrap on our 2014 Shelby Super Snake wide body. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Full listing of the car will be on our website, and the website for us is going to be in our description of the video, jfk-auto.com.